What's up, everybody? It's Kenny here, Channel 1 Jeff Kenny C. Very excited to be joined with my guest at this time. To be perfectly honest, I've been wanting to interview this talented artist for quite some time. And finally, we making it happen. I'm joined with recording artist Amber Skies. She's with me right now. How's it going, Amber?
Oh, it's going, man. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So, before we get into the music stuff, how is your 2021 thus far as going through this pandemic and all?
Well, I mean, that's always a loaded question, but the pandemic sucks,
Yeah,
obviously. Other than that, I'm just trying to stay focused on my music and my craft and my art. And I've been doing a lot of fun things so far at the beginning of this year. So I'm really excited, regardless to what this year has to offer.
that's a good way to go with it. With everything that's happening, pandemic has hit the music industry hard,
Yeah.
especially with independent artists trying to figure out what to do with the performance aspect not happening for a lot of people right now. But just working on white music and putting music out there. Um, but just getting that support from fans definitely crucial. Just keep the spirits up during these trying times.
Absolutely.
So I've been a fan of yours for quite some time, for a little over a year or two actually, and
Ooh, thanks.
I think I've heard of you through a mutual friend, um, Urbano. I think that's the name. Uh,
Ah, yes. They're very
yes,
good friends of mine, Marissa and John
yeah,
Urbano. Ah, shit's tight. They're awesome.
yeah. Shout out to them, Marissa. Very positive, uplifting tweets she be doing. She likes to get turned up and lit as well. But she's dope. She's talented. Urbano's talented. Profound respect for them. Um,
Yeah.
So, from you as an artist, how did you get started? How did music begin for you?
That's weird. So I didn't get started in the industry this way, but music definitely entered my life. I was moving around a lot as a kid, and in the third grade, I ended up moving to a new place in on off of Rising Sun Avenue in Philadelphia, right next to Albany. And there was a school called Franklin, and it was my first day there. My first class was actually, I guess, a music class.
Mhm.
And this teacher, Mr. Bagsby, I'm pretty sure he passed away, so rest in peace, my dude. But he called me up to the front and asked me to hum the notes that he was playing on the piano. I guess to kind of not have me be shy, like kind of throw me at the wolves. So I did it, and that's the day I actually figured out that I could sing or hit a tune.
So, as far as music, who were some artists out there that has influenced you? As far as whether it's mainstream artists or independent artists, who are some artists out there that has inspired you to the music that you're doing right now?
I'm very much stuck in like the late '80s, early '90s. I like old school R&B. I appreciate lyricists like Common. I really like his whole demeanor. I'm actually very influenced by Amy Winehouse. I guess there's like a raspiness in my voice that I caught from hers, and I feel like it has a lot to do with where you came from. It's pain, but she's awesome. There's a lot of new people on the market right now. I am so obsessed with the song Daisy by Ash Nico. I just think that she's fucking incredible. Great
Mhm.
lyricist as well. If she's the one writing her own music, I seriously just need to drink her bathwater or something. She's awesome. Um, but Lauren Sanderson, she's also a really dope artist to check out. Her lyrics are fire as well. I love Jessie Reyes. She's very unique. I've been rooting for her since she started. I mean, there's like a lot of artists out there. I mean, I've become friends with the entire, like a lot of the dance community, I should say, and Hollywood Hamilton from iHeartRadio, and I just talked to Liquid Todd today, Sirius XM Channel 51. That's my dude. I mean, I've just been blessed to be surrounded by so many artistic people. So I mean, there's just so much to choose from. There's are only a few that I can mention that aren't like my friends, you know?
Right. I definitely like Amy Winehouse. I wish she was still here, actually.
Yeah,
She
same.
was definitely had so much promise as far as, that raspy voice and just delivery and just storytelling. Pain,
Hmm.
you definitely felt some pain in her voice, but it would just sound so beautiful. She's incredible. Jessie Reyes, I'm on her bandwagon recently, and maybe the features for Eminem played a role to it. But then I started listening to her solo music, and she's cool.
Yeah.
Somebody like M, speaks highly of you. Like she's gonna be a star. That's literally what M said. Like she's gonna be a star, superstar.
He wasn't lying.
And when you get that type of cosign, you definitely on to something. So Jessie, she's talented. Just so much talent out there. So it's definitely crucial. It's very important to support these artists, especially those that's not able to perform or not comfortable but performing right now due to this pandemic. So definitely a PSA: support these local artists and independent artists. Um, so as far as you musically going into this year, what direction are you planning on going? I know some artists are like doing songs or maybe go to an EP or album. What direction are you going as far as releasing new music this year?
So I am in between an EP and an album. I'm not sure how many songs I'm going to pick out of all the songs that I've written in the past 2 years, but I'm going to pick the best of the best and then keep the other as like bonus tracks. However, the style of it is going to be very different than what people are used to me creating. It's going to go more into an R&B, hip hop, disco vibe, very feel good music, but also like a total mood. So I'm really excited, and I'm working with a lot of amazing people. Trizzy is one of them. Will Wanda behind the camera, he's amazing as well. I'm very blessed for this year. I'm so excited. I don't think I've ever been more excited about what I'm about to release until like right now.
That's awesome. I heard a song of yours recently through Spotify. I am quite the Spotify addict, so I'm on it like literally every day. I heard a song you did, In Your Ocean. It is
Yeah.
with hashtag BBC. I think that's the name of the main artist you to feature on there.
Yep.
I've heard that just yesterday, and so it was definitely a dope track. I definitely enjoyed that. Talk about recording with hashtag BBC. What was it like collaborating with him for this track?
Okay. He's a total sweetheart. First off, we met on a website I use called soundbetter.com. It's where producers and singer songwriters and DJs can kind of hook up and hire each other to write top lines or to mix and master and yada yada yada. But we met on there. He sent me a track. I love that track. I had an idea for it right away, and it was really funny because he sent me a bio that he wanted the song to kind of stem around,
Hmm.
and what I wrote was completely different, and he was not expecting it. It actually took him 2 days to come back and go, no, 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 you're right. This is fire. We're releasing it. So it was just funny how it came together. But he's an awesome dude. I'm very blessed to work with him.
Hashtag BBC and Amber Skies in Your
Yeah.
Ocean. The name of the track that is available on all digital music platforms. It came out last year, from my understanding. So go give that a listen. At least you got some Amber on your street platforms for the time being until she put out some new music this year.
Mm-hmm.
So you are, from my understanding, you from originally from Pennsylvania, from that area, and I found out recently that you are now been relocated, and as a matter of fact, you in my neck of the woods in Kentucky. Um,
Yeah.
so okay? How is Kentucky? Given your experience living there.
I actually strangely used to live in Kentucky between 2008 and 2010. We won't talk about how I ended up there,
Okay.
but um, I was there. So it's great to be back. I actually have a lot of amazing friends. It is a small town and small community, but they are extremely supportive, and I'm very grateful for that as well. I mean, I kind of moved back to be closer to my fiance's her grandmom and her mom, and kind of, check on them and see how they're doing. Especially during a pandemic, it's very important to keep family close. So that's why we're here, and I can basically write and create music anywhere. So I have my own little studio that I'm talking to you out of that's
Mhm.
in my house. And things are awesome. Nobody bothers me, man. I can kind of just do what I want. It's great.
That's gotta be lovely. Like you got the crib to yourself, just chilling. Do what you want to do. You know, from my experience, that's a good thing. Like I love my mom, my dad. I love my family, but eventually I had to get my own like personal space and whatnot, and just do things like this. Do podcasting and interviews because
Hmm.
family, they like to talk, and I tried to do the radio once upon a time, like living with the family, and it was like you hear the background noise, like conversations and whatnot, and they are literally part of the show, and they don't even know it. But I'm like, I'm just gonna ring it out, kind of like what we doing right now. So,
Hmm.
I've been living on my own for like 5, 6 years. It was scary at first, but things are getting a little better, getting the hang of it. I talk to them every day, at least through Skype and Zoom. So, it's all turned out
Yeah.
well. Um,
Yeah.
so shout out to them. Um, so Amber, before I let you go, why don't you go ahead, let the listeners know where can they find you on social media, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
Alrighty. So if you have Instagram, I am under Amber Skies, Skyes official. You can stalk me on there. Twitter, I have to actually, it's terrible. I'm terrible with technology. I have to look up my name again. Yes. So it is at Amber Skies Music. You can find me on Twitter. And I'm also on Facebook sometimes when it's not all about politics. You can find me on Facebook under Amber Skies. I have two accounts. One's an artist and one's a personal. If you tend to look up any music of mine, I'm seriously on every music platform you can think of. You can add me into your Instagram stories. You can add me into your TikTok videos. I am literally everywhere.
Awesome. So speaking of TikTok, I'm glad you brought that up because that has definitely become a platform. Like I'm not really, not getting the hang of it or not come up with some creative stuff. But have you seen anyone, whether it's family, friends, or fans out there, use your music for TikTok videos or any other platforms out there?
Actually, to be honest, I wouldn't know if they use my music for anything unless they tag me directly. I kind of like so out of the loop when it comes to TikTok. I don't really watch a lot of stuff on TikTok. I mostly watch this grandson with his grandma, pretty much a lot of art videos. But I have a lot of friends who are doing very well on TikTok, and I know that they're influencers and they, pretty much utilize all of the music on there. So hopefully I will get lucky and see one of them perform one of my songs or come up with a dance or some cool shit like that.
Yeah.
Whatever they do.
Well, Amber, this interview has been, I will say, about a year or two in the making.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry.
given all the circumstances, pre-pandemic and pandemic, I'm glad
Mhm.
that we was able to finally make this happen. So thank you so much for your time, and welcome back to Kentucky. I guess on behalf of the fellow Kentucky folk out there, and hopefully once this pandemic is over, I will get to see you actually perform this new
Yes.
music. So when you get closer to Lexington, my neck of the woods, you let me know, and we'll, you know, see you perform and everything. That'll be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
So continued success. More importantly, be safe, and thank you for your time. And look forward to new music from you in 2021.
Thank you so much. You stay safe as well, man.
Much love. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Give you some more content on chilling, and stay tuned for more info this year. Until then, be safe out there. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. 6 feet
Hmm.
apart. All that stuff. COVID's still out there, so please be safe. Um,
Yeah, stay safe, y'all.
yeah.